So, good night, folks. Makeup by DJ here again with a short tutorial. Hi. Just a short tutorial tonight, as entitled my November Boxycharm. Now, for those who don't know, Boxycharm is a monthly subscription where you pay 20 US and you receive a box. Sorry, I threw out the box. You receive a box with picks for the month, few goodies. Good night, everyone. And there are a lot of these subscription boxes around there. Zipsy, Sephora, Play has one. There are quite a few. I never really was too interested in it until one of my friends, Trisha, started telling me about the Boxycharm and how good it was. And I joined the Boxy Addicts. She said, you know, you got full size, and I was like, okay, full size. And then I decided, okay, I'm gonna go for it. I actually saw the October box and I was wowed because I started to get more and more interested. And of course, I decided to sign up. They put me on a waiting list. That was the most frustrating period. So I was on this waiting list for probably about 3 to 4 weeks, yes. And every week I'd be checking and screaming like, why haven't I come off the waiting list? But eventually I did, and I was in time to get the November box. So I'm going to share with you all. Those of you who are with Boxycharm would know what's in the box, but for those who don't know, I'm going to share what's in the box, and I'm going to do a mini tutorial on the items here, well, except for one item. All right, so one of the first things I noticed when I opened the box was the KNC Beauty All Natural Collagen Infused Lip Mask. You got 3 of these lip masks in the box. They said it's supposed to condition, moisturize, plump, and hydrate the lips. So we'll see how this works. I won't be able to use this on camera tonight, but I will do a review and tell you all what I think about this product. Then we got the Luxe brushes, the travel size, 4 travel size boxes. All right, sorry, 4 travel size brushes. I got a message coming in there and it distracted me just for a second. My apologies. So 4 travel size brushes from Luxe. They seem to be very interesting. I mean, they're travel size, but I'm going to use them today just to see how well the bristles work. I got this lipstick. It's the Lager Cloud Lips. Not familiar with this brand at all, but this is the lippy. You all excuse the nails, please. They're in a hot mess and I'm due for a manicure. All right, so this is the lippy. All right, nice color. Seems to get a good color payoff. So I'm going to be using this tonight in my tutorial as well. Yes, Tracy, I'm squad Boxycharm now. And of course, the coveted Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I'm most excited to try this. All right, so, and this is a full size, as you can see. And a full size of this is already, I think, the cost of the subscription, which is 20 US. And then we got a palette. It's the Winky Lux Kitten palette. And this is what the palette looks like. There's no mirror. It's relatively small, good sturdy plastic. A lot like those ColourPop packaging. Yes, a lot like that. All right, so these are the colors. And I'm going to do a tutorial using this palette tonight. Nothing too crazy, something nice and simple. Yeah, okay. Now, I have already primed my eyes, my brows are semi-done, little blush, highlight. All right, before we could get into the tutorial. And as I said, I'm going to try my best to see if I can use the Luxe brushes. Now, I'm kind of funny with brushes and I love my brushes, but we're going through hard with this. And as I said, I'm going to be using my Winky Lux palette. So I'm going to zoom in just a bit so that you all can see the eyes. All right, zoom in kind of close there, boy. All right. As you can see, the eyes are primed a bit already. Let me just... I used ColourPop concealer to prime the eyes in the shade 20. And then I just blended it out. I have some glue stuck there on my lashes from before. You all please remember to like, subscribe, and share the video. Alright, so in my brow bone, I'm gonna take this. The brushes don't have a number. Oh yes, they do actually. 213T. Don't know what that stands for. And I'm gonna take this sort of bone color here. Yes, you'll excuse the nails. This bone color here, and I'm gonna place that in my brow bone. I need my mirror, sorry. Yeah. So I'm placing that in the brow bone. It's a nice light highlight shade, but it's matte. Yes, it's a matte shade. All right. Now I'm going to take the Lux 207T. This one, you see, this one was a little flatter. This one has a bit of an angle on it. And I'm going to start to build my crease. I'm going to start to build my crease using this shade here. Oh, actually it does have a name. That shade is Strut. So using Strut, the names are at the back of the palette, I am going to start to build my crease. This brush is not bad at all. It just takes some getting used to using a shorter handled brush, I guess. And I'm going to place that color in the crease, just blending it out as I go along. Yeah, I think I forgot there's one little thing that I need to do as I start to build my crease, just in case. I'm going to take a little bit of powder and I'm going to place it on the outer corners just to prevent any fallout, because this is the first time I'll be working with these shadows, so I don't know if these shadows give a lot of fallout. Alright, it means I'm going to have to reapply my highlighter and my blush probably. Alright, but yes, getting back to the palette, I'm going to continue building the crease. I find the palette is unique. So they have some nice colors in here, like these two. Some really cool colors. All right, and I'm going to take a little bit of that and bring it on the lid as well, deep in the crease itself. Right. Now I usually like to take this particular shade. When I say this particular shade, the shadow that I would use at this point, I love this brush for that. I would usually take that shade and bring it into my nose contour. So the color Strut is actually perfect for that. When you bring it into your nose contour, you get one nice flush look, you know? Don't just get these two harsh contour lines. But that's just my way. A lot of persons do it differently. I like my contour to meet that portion of the eyeshadow. There you go. All right, now I'm going to go in with the brush that is this one's a little flatter, a little more straight. It's the 227T, and I'm gonna take this plum color here and start deepening a little bit more. Hi, Colleen. These Luxe brushes are soft, really soft. So you have to build these shadows. While you can get a decent color payoff from them, you have to build. It is going on smooth. I'm not getting much skipping. Alright, I'm going to go back with the brush from before and just blend that out a bit. Good night, Tasia. Yeah, so you just build that color a little bit. And you want to place that also along maybe like the first half or so. Or I should say the last half, depending on how you view the eye. And I'm just going to pat the color on. If I had used a white primer, I think the shadows would have seemed a lot more pigmented. But I didn't think it was necessary to use a white primer tonight. I think I'm building and getting enough color payoff at this point. And I'm going to go back with that brush again. I actually took some of the color on that brush. I think I'm preferring this brush to the other one. Yeah, I am actually. Maybe it's the shape of it. Alright. Taking that flat brush that I didn't like too much again, I'm going to take this shade right here and I'm going to pop that this shade is supposed to have a slight sheen in it. I'm suspecting I'll get more of that sheen to show up if I use a little bit of the FX illuminating spray. So I'm going to spray the brush with it just a bit. And let me go into the shadow now and see if we'll get better payoff. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, going back to the very first brush that I used on the brow bone, I'm taking this shade right here. It's called Holographic. Right, so this is Holographic. This shade here was Shazaya. I know where they get these fancy names from. And then of course this one was Romeo. So I'm going to take Holographic and I'm going to place that on the inner part of my lid. Okay, so Holographic has a slight bluish shift to it. Yeah, slight bluish shift to it. So, and I want it a little bit more pinky, so I'm actually gonna go in with this one instead. And this is Pearl. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take that one as it's a little bit more pinky. Yeah, I think this is giving me what I was looking for. That pinky look. Alright, just tapping off the excess. And I'm going to go back with that other flat brush from before. I'm going to go back into Romeo and just sort of blend that area there and marry those two shades as best I can. But somehow I want my corners a little bit deeper. So I'm just going to use the tip of the brush to deepen this edge here, and I'm going to do that with the darkest color in the palette called Boots, such as a deep brown. And I'm just going to deepen my outer V with Boots. So far I'm not seeing too much fallout, and Boots seems to be very pigmented. Alright, gonna try to blend that out now. Go back in with a little bit of this middle shade here. Good night, Shoshana, Rohida, how you guys doing? Hope you all are having a nice night. And some more Boots. Alright, let me just... So I need to just clean up that edge just a little bit. And to do that, I'm going to take a little bit of my concealer. The concealer I used tonight was Elegoo Pro Conceal in the shade Pure Beige. And I'm going to just run a little bit of that on my Esam W21 brush. This is a brush that you get with your purchases from Vizart. When you purchase the when you buy their products on sale, you know, sometimes I think it's like twice a year Vizart runs the sale where you get 2 palettes and 3 brushes. Yeah. Alright, so I just kind of cleaned up the edge just a bit. Let's see the other side. Right, so just neaten that up a little. And now let me get an eyeliner. They don't have an eyeliner brush, but even though they don't have an eyeliner brush, I will just use one of mine, and I'm going to go in with my gel liner from Juvia's. This gel liner is pretty soft. Works pretty well. It's not as waterproof as the Inglot. Yeah, it's not as waterproof as the Inglot. So let's see if we can I'm just looking for a brush to kind of, right, I'm not gonna do any fancy wing or anything like that tonight. Just a basic eyeliner. And I'm real conscious of how horrible my nails are looking at the moment. when the live is over, you all can probably put in the comments some of the tutorials you all would like to see me do, some of what you all would like to see on the channel, because I mean, you all are the ones that requested a YouTube channel, so I want to give you all, as best I can, what it is you all want out of it. What do you all want to see out of this channel that's different to the other YouTube channels? So you all can place those in the comments below after the live. And the reason why I say after the live is because the comments don't stay. They normally don't stay up after when you comment during the live, so you would have to do it afterwards. I'm going to tightline using the same gel liner on a different brush. A lot of people say they can't do this at all. Alright, and then line the inside of my waterline. Oh, yeah. So, last brush that I haven't tried yet is the Luxie 221T, and you see it's a sort of flat brush, and I'm going to use that to smoke out my waterline. Well, as much as you can smoke it out. I'm going to go in first with this shade here in the middle, and I'm going to run that right along the waterline, sorry, the lower lash line. I find this completes a look. When you do a look and you don't bother to smoke out some of the shade at the bottom, tiny look, I think it looks incomplete. I'm going to take some of Boots now, and starting from the outer corner, I'm going to come in just a little, probably until halfway, because I'm just going to darken the outer part of it. Alright, so obviously they didn't give you enough brushes to do an entire eye look, hence the reason I picked up another brush to do the eyeliner, etc. And now I'm also going to pick up yet another brush. This one is one of my favorite detail brushes from Morphe. It's the Morphe M508, see? And I'm going to use that with Pearl, and I'm going to put that on the inner part of my tear duct. You need to just blend that out a bit. Probably go back in with a little bit more of that center shade here, but I'm not going to continue to try to pronounce and make a mess of the name. And then go back to Boots again. Just continue to smoke that look out. Alright, now you can always pop some lashes on a look like this. I'm not going to pop on lashes to then just take them off, at least not tonight. Alright, so I'm going to take my Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal, and I'm just going to run a coat of this on my lashes. And my bottom lashes. Of course, I almost had an accident there. Alright, I think I need a new one of these mascaras. I don't think this palette did too bad at all. Yeah, this Pamela, I saw Pamela's name pop up. Hi Pamela. This palette did not do too bad at all, but I'll give you my full thoughts on it when I'm finished. Now for the lips. So this is the lip shade they have here. It's a sort of it's a nice bright reddish pink. I'm fine. Hope you're well. I hope you're doing well, Pamela. And I'm going to use Elegant lip liner in, no, that's not what I'm going to use. Nix that. Right, Elegant lip liner in Smooth Plum. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and line the lips. I usually start with the Cupid's bow. My lips were already moisturized. I'm noticing some texture on my skin. I've been slacking off with my skincare in the past 2 or 3 days. And my skin is already showing signs of it, so it's going to get a good scrub tonight. Thank you. If you're late, Pamela, what I used were the items from my Boxycharm subscription for November, and this was the palette used. I think Pamela's a little bit, oh, I made a mess on the palette with the, I marked my palette. I'm going to have to clean it off. Right, so this is the Winky Lux eyeshadow that came, eyeshadow palette, Pamela, that came in the November box, and I just gave a small look as to how it can be used. And now I'm using the lipstick that came, with it. Yes, really lovely colors. The lipstick is smooth. I can see myself using this. Thank you, Pamela. That's really, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support. I'm going to go back in with the Elegant lip liner in Plum and just kind of smoothen that edge. And define it just a little bit more. Yeah. This combination is beautiful. I'm not doing any overlining tonight. Yeah. So this is the lipstick. This is how it appears. Beautiful shade. I'm just gonna zoom out a bit so you'll get a better idea of what it looks like. Yes, Sophia, the color combination, it came from the Winky Lux palette that came in my November Boxycharm, and the colors that we use, we're gonna forget that we tried this one. This color here will go pretty well with this, and I'm gonna swatch them for you after. But this and this entire row here together with these two were used for this look. So I used this one here in the brow bone. This was my transition shade. Then I used this to deepen it a bit. This was used on the lid, this was used on the inner corner, and this was used on the outer corner, as well as to smoke out the look. And then of course now I'm wearing the lipstick and the Cover FX setting spray. It's the illuminating setting spray. Good for persons who want a nice dewy look. Oh my god, it's spraying so finely. I at one point in time thought nothing was coming out. I mean, you could go crazy spraying this, you know, because it's so just a little touch. And I'm going to go back and get my this is the Milani highlight. I'm using a Milani highlight in the shade number 2, Day Glow. I think it's suited just for that, a nice little glow in the day. And of course the setting spray took off the powdery look that would have been on the skin before. So my thoughts. Sorry if I own a lot of makeup. I'm Pamela, I'm a makeup artist. So yes, I do. Alright, so my thoughts. I can't give you my thoughts yet on this because I haven't used it yet. These are the lip plumpers. But all in all, I think Boxycharm did good. It's a great box. Alright, the brushes, which are all dirty now. The brushes were okay. The bristles were soft. They gave a good amount of precision. I liked one or two of the brushes more than the others. I wish they were longer handles, but who am I to complain? This is a $20 box and these things are worth a lot more than the $20. So I'm not going to complain. They are good for throwing in your handbag and taking with you on a trip together with whatever other brushes you may need. All in all, they performed well, and I'm not seeing any shedding. I'm pulling at them, no shedding, anything like that. So the brushes seem to be good. As I said, my only complaint is I wish there were longer handles, but then that's just me. All right, the quality of the brushes are really good. The lipstick, very soft. The formula is really creamy, went on smoothly. Can't tell you whether there's any bleeding or anything because remember I only just put it on. And then we have the palette. Now where this palette is concerned, the palette does give a little fallout, so as you can see it got a little dirty. All right, it does give a little fallout, but all in all it's a nice combination. I like how they mixed this palette. You can do two different styles of looks with it. I think it's the only thing this palette is missing would have been, I would have preferred if this shade was probably had a little shimmer in it for the brow bone. Other than that, I think the palette is a good palette. I can do some quick swatches for you. Yes. So let me do some quick swatches here for you, and I'm going to swatch the first 3 shades: Pearl, Duchess, and Strut. And it's just going to be a finger swatch. Pearl, Duchess. Duchess is pretty light, so you have to really work it. And then we have Strut, which makes a nice transition shade. Or you can hardly see Strut, yeah. On my eye you saw it a lot better, but yeah, you can hardly see Strut there at all, if anything. All right, but it did make a nice transition on my eyes. Remember, I would have been wearing a primer. The second row, we have Holographic, 9 Lives, and Cat Eye. All right, Holographic, 9 Lives, and Cat Eye. So Holographic had a bluish greenish shift to it. Oh yeah, see, a little bit of fallout there. All right, and then we have 9 Lives. I have to wipe my hands. And then, Good Night, Allison. We have Cat Eye. Cat Eye is a really nice gold. All right, so that's Cat Eye. And then in the last row, we have, need to wipe my hands, sorry, otherwise I'm not going to get a true representation of the shades when I swatch them. All right, so the last row, which consists of this eye look, would be Romeo, Shazia, or Shazia, whatever, and then Boots. So Romeo first. Romeo is a pretty color. That's Romeo. The funny name one called Shazia, I think it is. This one is a flat color. It's a little streaky going on the hands like this, but it worked a lot better in with the brush on my eyes with a primer. All right, and then right, I don't know what just happened there. Sorry about that, folks. There we go. Right, so those are my shades. All right, my hands are a mess now. And yes, so that's the Winky Lux palette. All in all, I think it's a good box. And then of course we have the setting spray, which I think everybody wanted the box to get this cover FX illuminating setting spray that was able to really get all the powdery look off my face. The setting spray is good for a nice fresh skin like look. If someone is very oily, I would take it down with this a bit, depending on the foundation and where you're going, the climate you'll be in, etc, etc. All right, I think the box was not bad at all for my first charm box. I can't wait to see what they come up with December. I really can't. I can't wait for the sneak peeks of the December box. If you all would like to see me continue to try and use the products that I get in the Boxycharm and do looks or just review them, you all could comment after the live. Remember, I said any comments that are made during the live does not stay, so you all could comment after the live. Please share the video, like the video, give it a thumbs up if you like it, share the video, make sure and subscribe, tell your friends to subscribe, and let me know in the comments afterwards what are some of the things that you all would like to see from the channel. What are some of the looks that you all would like to see? What tutorials? What you tell me what you want out of this channel. I have some other items that I will review for you soon, or I think I'll just do it now. I went in and got in on some of those MAC holiday purchases. Yeah, I couldn't help it. I seldom buy MAC eyeshadows now, but these three just called to me. These three from the collection. The packaging, boy, look at the packaging. The packaging is so gorgeous. All right, and the three I got were Delicate Drift, someone is asking about a budget-friendly look. Oh no, I did one, but it was in the chat room. I can try and do a budget-friendly look on the channel for you all as well. All right, so yes, back to these eyeshadows. It's Delicate Drift, which is see here, and the little embossed snowflake is so cute. I mean, although we don't deal with snow in Trinidad, right, because we're in the tropics. Then the other one is Stylishly Merry, and I'm gonna swatch them for you. I haven't touched them yet. And then we have the last one, which is Frost Winked. All right, these are all extra dimension shadows. Frost Wink has a nice silvery look to it, and when I saw them, I just immediately thought bridal. I don't know why, I just thought bridal. It screamed bridal to me. Shout out to the girls and to Chris at Mac Intrinsity. Always excellent service. I always appreciate their service. I'm going to swatch the first one, which is Frost Winked. Oh yeah, it hurts in me to swatch this thing and damage that embossing, but I mean, I didn't buy it for it to sit. Look at the shift on that. And this is with no primer or anything. I remember this is just on my hand, just like that, no primer. Then we have Delicate Drift. Let's see what kind of shift Delicate Drift has. Y'all, the camera is not doing justice to these things. And then we have Stylishly Merry. Stylishly Merry seems to have a bit of gold in it. Yeah. So just picture primer. Thank you, Ariel. Just picture primer. Oh, you spritz that brush a little bit with some of this Cover FX. I also got 2 highlighters, but I'm only going to show you one because one is for a friend. All right. The highlighters in the collection were, and my eyesight is just about to fail me. Here Comes Joy and Happy Go Dazzling. Happy Go Dazzlingly, I think it says. So for myself, I got the Here Comes Joy. Somehow we didn't get the Whisper of Guilt package for the Christmas collection. I know there are a lot of people that would have been disappointed by that. I have Whisper of Guilt already, so I was neither here nor there, but I know a lot of people would have been disappointed. And y'all, I'm telling you, the camera is not doing justice to these shades. So this is the Here Comes Joy. I find the packaging is so cute, and I don't buy stuff for packaging. All right, so this is the highlighter. All right, it's not a very strong highlight. It's a nice, more of a subtle glow that I could use probably on a daily basis. But I can't even see the thing. Yeah, I'm telling you, the camera is not doing justice to it. So they're actually called face powders. Sorry, Liam, not highlighters, but face powders. All right, and that's it there. All right, so those were the items that I got. As I said, I did pick up the other one, but that's for a friend, so I'm not going to open that one. But it's, I guess I could just show you what it looks like. It's more on the goldy side, something I think she would like. So you see, it's more of a goldy shade, but I can't swatch it. It doesn't belong to me. All right, so I can't swatch it, and I have to put it back in its packaging. All right, but those are what I picked up on Friday from MAC. I also got myself a new Sasha because they had Black Friday sale. I don't know how I got myself caught up in that, and I don't know how I'm ending up doing an entire review of stuff for you all as well. But I bought a new palette with all the pro powders, simply because I told you all I depotted the last one and I showed you all the condition of it because I broke a few of them. Apparently I'm trying to break that one as well. And I also got their blush palette in medium to deep. Some of the shades on these blushes are awesome. Look at this. Sasha has to have the best local blushes or affordable blushes that I've come across. I love Sasha's blushes. So those are for my kit. What else did I pick up? Oh, and I picked up some new lippies from them. New to me. May not be new to you all. New to me. I picked up 2 mattes. The 2 mattes I picked up were Bay Needed and Hashtag. So I'm running out of space to do swatches for you all. This is Bay Needed, a really pretty nude. Can't wait to try it. Haven't tried it yet. And then Hashtag. The name Hashtag is so weird. Really nice shade. And then I picked up 3 of their metals. I've never used Sasha metals before, but when I swatched these, they really were nice. The first one is a nude, and it's called Lip Service. I'm sure you all are familiar with these. I'm not. Alright, but that's the one I picked up. Lip Service. I picked up one that was a bit more on the red side. It's called Like a Single. Really nice metallic sort of reddish shade. And then the last one is more on the mauvey or wine colored side, and the name is Wine Up. All right, as I said, you all may have these. I'm not familiar with them. I have a pretty good amount of the Sasha lippies, but these were new to me. I haven't gone into Sasha for a while, and that morning I decided to take a step inside and see what they had. And yes, Wine Up is lovely. I can't wait to, maybe I'll try them tomorrow and do a look. I don't know if I could post pictures on YouTube. I'm not sure. I'm still getting into this thing. Y'all kind of peer pressured me into this channel, so I'm still learning. All right, but yeah, so that's what I got. I need to go clean off my hands from all of these swatches. So you see all of these from the Winky Lux palette, my MAC purchases, and these. My favorite brand of makeup. Oh, that's difficult. I'm not loyal to a brand per se. I used to be very loyal to MAC, but I can't say that I'm loyal to a brand now. I try most things. And my favorite makeup store, that would be Sephora. I think that would be most person's favorite makeup store, Sephora. And in Trinidad, Julian's is a close, yeah, because it's more about the ambience. Yeah, I know people might say Julian's. I'm like, yeah, Julian's. I love the ambience inside there. I love the store. This is what it is. I'm yet to visit the new one at Trinity. I'm not even sure if they're open yet. Can't wait. Yes, Afia is saying Sephora for sure. So folks, that's it for tonight. Let me zoom in again on my eye look. Yeah, excuse the wrinkles under the eye. I tell you how to clock in some age. Alright, yeah, so that's the eye look that I was able to create with the Winky Lux palette. This is the lipstick, which will go in my handbag and will stay with me. I am sure I'm going to use it. It is so comfortable on the lips. I'm going to keep it on just for a little while to see if it, you get any of that funky white stuff, anything like that. But all in all, I'm very pleased with my subscription. Very, very pleased with my Boxycharm subscription. All right. See you all in my next video. Maybe I'll take recommendations in the comments and see what I come up with next. Whatever you all say you all want to see more of, and I'll get that done. All right, so everyone have a blessed night. I'm gonna go get myself a cup of tea, and relax, maybe taking a movie or so. Christmas season is upon us. Everybody be safe. Love you all loads. Excuse the nails. And you all take care. Have a wonderful night. Bye.